Let's talk about J&G. Let's talk about gate guarding. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that you'll see.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's Johnny
And Tracy.
with RV-SWAT, and today we've been here for a couple weeks now with the company we're with now, so we thought we would shoot a video and kind of go over the good and the bad of everything with the company and gate guarding in general, right?
His singing wasn't part of the good.
Oh yes, it was.
The entertainment was part of the good, yeah. You're right.
All right, so first let's talk about the company we're working for, which is J&G Security. Some good points about them. Number one, they're a small company. So with that being said, I mean, it's more of a personal feeling to me. It's we deal directly with the general manager of the company, so we're not dealing with a bunch of people trying to figure out what gates we're going to and stuff. So we love that.
I like that. I like that when we need mail delivery, we can have it sent to their office, and when they come out to fill up our water tank or our diesel or whatever, they'll bring our mail to us.
Yeah, and I think, and again, we've only dealt with 3 companies so far, but so far they're the only company I know of, or I've heard people talk about, that actually offer a mail delivery service.
Yeah, they offered it. Nobody else offered it. We didn't ask about it, but
yeah, I don't know if they do it or not, but every other guard I've spoken to said you have to get a like a PO box or something in town.
Do general delivery or whatever.
And then when you run to town, you got to pick up your mail. But this is the only company that I've seen brings it to you.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that perk about it.
Yeah. They explained everything really good in orientation too. The other companies, they didn't have like a orientation style thing where with J&G we did.
Yeah, we sat down and sat in the office and went over everything, how to do payroll, how to do everything. Everything was very organized. That's the word I'm looking for. This company seems a lot more organized than anybody else we've dealt with. Let's see what else we got on here.
Easy to get in touch with.
Yes. So a lot of times with the other companies, we would try to make phone calls and we would get voicemails and no return calls, and it was a nightmare. And so far with J&G, we pick up the phone, they answer every time, and we have a problem with something, and they're on top of it.
Yeah, we haven't had any problems. The one problem we had, it was nobody's fault. We had a storm come through, and on the generator out there, one of the help me out.
The GFI receptacle, the GFI tripped, and we couldn't reset the GFI. Something happened with the plug, so we had to kind of not use that outlet, but it came right out and took care of it for us. So what else do we like? Oh, their yard. So when you're waiting for a gate, you wait in the companies, they call it a yard, right? So basically it's just you park somewhere and you wait for a gate. This yard, number one, the yard they have now is good.
The yard they have now has 3 spots, and there's roosters, and there's billy goats, and there's horses and everything over next door, so you get to see those all the time and hear them. And
there's grass and everything, so it's more like an actual RV site versus other places we've been was just like the parking lot behind the business or something. And the hookups at the other place, you were running off of a water pump out of a big tank, and this place you actually have hookups. I mean, you got true water hookups, true septic, so everything are true hookups. Plus they just purchased, from what I hear, they just purchased a new office, and they're designing a new yard there that's going to have 10 full hookup sites at their yard. So check for the nice place to sit and wait for a gate. So we felt a lot more confident. We could have sat there for a while and I wouldn't have mind. It was a lot better than the parking lot we were sitting in before.
Speaking of that yard, we requested here shortly to have a day or 2 off to celebrate our anniversary coming up, and we were told that we could go park in the yard.
Again, so free parking again. So what we're going to do is, we may not go exactly on our anniversary. What we're going to do is, whatever date this gate ends, when this gate ends, we're going to go to the yard and we're going to park for a couple days, and we're going to go out and do some sightseeing and have dinner for our anniversary. Have dinner together.
Actually, go somewhere together.
And then we'll have we'll go back to another gate. So we like that too, that they're actually going to let us stay in the yard for free while we go have a couple days of personal time.
Yeah.
The septic setup, I love. I love.
Let's talk about poop.
Yeah. So they actually just changed our septic setup today. So I'll do another whole video on the new septic setup. But at the end of this video, I'll put a picture of the product that we learned about today, and I'll explain it more later.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited about it too.
We got excited about poop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. So the next good thing is every week when you send in your invoice, which is your timesheet, you actually tell them what your water and fuel levels are on your invoice. Where the other ones that we worked for,
It's kind of you just call them when you got low. Call them when you get low, and if you wait and get too low, then sometimes it's days before they can come out, so you end up having to run your own generator and stuff.
But we send in our invoice. I have to email our invoice every Thursday, and so on Thursday they know what our levels are, and Friday they were here to fill up our
So they're on top of their game with this company. I can say that.
Yeah.
You get paid bi-weekly. That's one thing that
for us
that's a plus. You know, it's pro. It could be a con for somebody else, but for us, we like bi-weekly. I spent I spent all of my corporate career getting paid bi-weekly, so that's what we've just been used to.
Yeah. And with the bi-weekly, with this company, some companies they'll say like you get paid $175 and there's no workers' comp or anything showing up on there. But with this company, let's say you're getting paid $175 for the gate. You invoice them for $181. They take $6 to go towards workers' comp, and on your taxes, you file for the $181.
Right. So instead of having to, deal with the workers' comp insurance yourself,
they do it.
They do it for you, but they do take it out of your pay per se.
Yeah.
So an average gate is $175, but other companies, and this company raises your pay to $181. You still bring home the $175 like any other company, but you cover your workers' comp yourself, which is good because if you happen to get hurt or something out here, you have workers' comp insurance. If something bad happens, at least you have it.
Yeah.
Some people may also look at that as a con because you're actually invoicing higher than what you're making, so you're paying taxes on that. You're paying taxes on the workers' comp money, but we're okay with it.
So I mean, it's not enough to worry about.
Yeah, it's not too bad. What
Another
else we got?
good, they loaned us a WeBoost. We're in the middle of horror.
Yeah, so Justin came out, which is the general manager. He came out to check on us, which is another thing I love.
Yep.
Right? The general manager just pops in to check, make sure everything's okay. So he came to check on us, and I told him that our cell phone signal was pretty much nothing. So it was unusable signal, basically. So he's like, oh, well, I think we have a WeBoost out in the field. I'll get it and loan it to you. So he dropped us off a bag, the WeBoost, all the components the other day, and I opened up. Come to find out it's the WeBoost RV Connect 65. I think it's the latest model that I'm aware of. The one that's on my shopping list, which is out of my price range. Yeah, so we set the WeBoost up. Now we have good signal. So another pro to this company. So that's everything so far with this company is good. J&G is at the top of our list. So let's talk about some pros for gate guarding in general.
Easy money.
Easy money. Especially this gate that we're on now. You'll see, I mean, we have no vehicles come in the whole time we've been doing this video so far. So it's a very slow gate, so it's extremely easy money here.
Yeah.
Another thing we like is the wildlife.
Yeah, if you follow our Facebook page, the other day I posted a picture. We had a family of 5 deer cross the road right here in front of us. We have a roadrunner that comes every single morning and eats the bugs by the steps.
From the lights.
And we have turkeys.
Big turkey. So we're seeing coyote, turkeys, roadrunners, lots of different birds, cool birds.
Cardinals and northern cardinals and just beautiful birds, butterflies.
The bad wildlife. Knock on wood, we haven't seen the snakes yet that we hear about all the time. I know they're out here.
They're gonna
just the creepy crawly flying. There's so many flying.
Oh, there was a dung beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at our Facebook page. There's a little video of the dung beetle right out.
So the flying bugs and stuff we don't like, but hey, it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Another perk that we like is time together.
Gadget loves that we're here all the time.
Yeah, someone's always home with Gadget. He's sleeping in his windshield right now on the dashboard.
He heard you talking about
buddy. But someone's always home with Gadget. We're always home together. The way we work our shifts is Tracy sleeps 8 hours, then I sleep 8 hours, and then we work together 8 hours. So we have 8 hours a day together, and we get things done. Projects on the RV or just hanging out together.
I let him do the grocery shopping and the laundry because I don't like to drive. So
so I go to town once a week.
He goes to town. It takes about an hour to get there.
Yeah, it's far away, but I go to town once a week, fill up all the water, grocery shop, do laundry, any other errands that we need to run. I do that once a week. All right, so let's talk about some bad things about gate guarding, or what we feel, or you may feel is bad
Just
things.
our opinion.
Yeah. So let's talk about first about the company we're working for, J&G. Really, to sum it up, nothing bad yet. You know.
Usually with J&G, you have to have your own equipment, like your own sensors. We heard you had to have your own lights, but the generators they provide you,
it's a light tower.
It has a big LED light tower.
I'll show you all that in the next video when I show you the new septic system. I'll show you the new generator and all. We got all new equipment today. I'm super excited. All brand new stuff.
Yeah.
But so usually you have to supply your own. We don't consider it a bad thing. Like I said, we think maybe someone may consider that a con.
We did go to Lowe's and picked up some LED lights in case we needed them.
Yeah.
Which we put them outside here.
And we want our own sensors and all anyway, because if something happens and we can't work for J&G or they run out of work, we'd like to have all the stuff we need to just go to another company.
Or like this time, they did have some of the motion detector sensors that they could loan us, and they go off false alarms every now and then.
So we want to get better sensors.
So we want to get the sensors that have the hoses that you run over.
And then the only other con that we put down, again, it's not for us. We like getting paid bi-weekly, but we were trying to think of what other people may think. Some people may consider bi-weekly pay a con, so that was the only other thing. Or the
181 to 175.
Yeah, the workers' comp may be a con. So that was all we could think of. Other than that, we love everything about J&G. We'll put the contact information in the description of the video. We'll put the contact for Justin and for Anna, the contacts at J&G. So if you're interested in working for them, give Anna a call. Let them know that Johnny and Tracy sent you, and she'll get you started. And I'm telling you, so far it's been a great experience. So I would say, just our personal opinion, the way we got into gate guarding and everything that we went through to get started, I would say as a first time, if this is going to be your first time gate guarding, go straight to J&G for your first experience.
Yeah.
Is what I would say.
It's been so easy.
It's been so much. If we'd have dealt with this company first, I wouldn't have had a bitter taste in my mouth for gate guarding. So so far we love everything about it.
Other than being such a small company, we hadn't heard that much about them. It was all Gate Guard Services and Guard One.
Right. That's when you Google it, that's what pops up all the time. So in my opinion, if you're gonna gate guard and it's your first time, try with J&G first. Call Anna, give them a chance, because I think you'll be happy. Yeah. So let's talk about cons of gate guarding in general.
Again, the wildlife.
Yeah. So it's a pro and a con, because there are some bad things out here.
We haven't seen the snakes yet, but we've seen other guards have been posting pictures of huge
big old rattlesnakes. We haven't seen any. We know that mice and rats are problems. We're in the middle of a field out here surrounded by shrubbery and woods, so we know there's rats and mice and all that. And protect your RV.
If you're in an area that has road runners, put a bowl or a pan underneath where your air conditioned water runs off your RV so that it catches it in the bowl, because the road runners will come in the morning and eat the bugs that die, because the lights attract all of these bugs. The road runners will eat the bugs and they'll drink the water. As long as you have road runners, you're not going to have snakes, unless you have mice. If you have mice, then you're going to have snakes.
So the biggest thing is protect your RV. I go out, I got a home defense just from when we were in the sticks and brick. It's the same thing I use, just a home defense pesticide spray or whatever. I spray around the RV, anything that touches the ground, all 4 tires, my stabilizing jacks, everything. I make sure I spray it real good. That way no ants and roaches and spiders and all that will crawl up and come into the RV. And then we do our best to, keep mice and rats under control. I don't have anything preventative other than some mothballs right now. They do make, and I'm going to look at it, it's called a Tomcat. It's these little packets of mice feeding, or I'm gonna throw a packet in each bay outside, and then the mice, as you check these packets, they'll eat through the bag to get to the poison. So if you in your bays and you see one of these bags chewed on, then you know you had a visitor. As long as those bags are not chewed on, then you should be good to go. So that's something that I'll probably do. Another con,
sleeping separate.
Yeah.
I like kind of, because I get the whole bed to myself and I get to stretch out.
The whole bed is kind of nice.
Another con for gate guarding. One person does the shopping and the laundry.
Yeah. So
because
you
it's
can,
so far away.
Yeah, no time away together. So we can't both go do shopping, or we can't go out to dinner or nothing like that. Only one person can go to town. So that's a con. I go because it gets me out of the RV, and then I'm the one that's kind of bouncing off the walls, by the time the whole week goes by.
And I don't like to drive.
Yeah, so I don't mind going. I go and I have a day out. It takes me 4 or 5 hours. By the time I go, drive an hour to town, do all the laundry, the shopping, running the errands, all the stuff, and back, it's about 5 hours. So it gives me 5 hours away, which is another con. Frac sites. A lot busier than what we are here.
And you're usually right on the pad.
Yeah, so we were parked right on the pad, so it's very loud. It's hard to sleep. It's extremely busy,
impossible.
so there's no downtime. You're not getting projects done or anything on a frac site. It's just constant traffic, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here, we're on a pad. That's
we're a half a mile away, right?
Yeah, we're half a mile from the pad, but they're in flowback status, so it's a lot slower than fracking, and so we enjoy this a lot more. We're going to try not to do fracking anymore.
We'll have 3 trucks come in, and then an hour later they come out, and 20, 30 minutes later 3 more trucks will come in, and an hour later they come out. I mean,
and that's it.
Sometimes we'll go a couple of hours without anybody.
Yeah. Let's see, another con.
Dusty.
Oh, yeah. So, no matter where you're at, I think, because all these roads to drill sites are access roads, so they're all dirt roads. And nice dry weather, this dirt gets kicked up, traffic goes by, kicks up all the dirt, so you're constantly dusting, cleaning, trying to keep dirt out of everything. So,
and try as hard as you want to, you're not going to get rid of it.
No, it's everywhere.
We're going to spend 6 months after we leave here getting rid of dust.
Yeah. Let's see, another thing,
heat.
It's hot in Texas
in the summer.
summertime.
It reached 100 degrees yesterday.
Yeah.
Regular, temperature before the heat index.
So here's why we say it's a con, right? Because summertime, it's a pro also because it's the easiest time to get gates, because they always need gate guards in the summer because all your snowbirds are going back up north, right? Yeah. So when you come down here in the wintertime, the market is kind of saturated.
Yeah.
Right? You got all the snowbirds down here, which nothing against snowbirds. We love snowbirds. We want to be snowbirds.
We're going to be a snowbird one day.
But the thing is the market gets saturated because everybody comes down here for the winter time. Number one, the gates are a little slower because of the first quarter of the year. Mm-hmm. The oil industry is just slower to begin with. So there's less gates and more guards because all the snowbirds are here. Yeah. But in the summertime, the gate ramps up. The snowbirds go back up north, so it's extremely busy during the summertime.
Our boss right now is working a gate. That's how saturated it is.
So anybody out there that needs a gate, right now is the time. J&G is hiring immediately. They need people bad. Mm-hmm. They're way behind. They need a bunch of guards right now. Yeah. So it's hot during the summertime, but you have work. So you're going to go from gate to gate to gate, no downtime. Yeah. So, but other than that, I know we've been rambling, guys, and this video's gotten a lot longer than what I wanted it to be. But that's about all we have. We'll have more coming up in the future. I'm going to show you the setup outside with the new septic setup and the new generator and all that. I'll show you in a separate video. I'll put a link real quick and show you this endless breeze fan. It does a good job circulating the air, keeping it cool in here with the air conditioners on. But other than that, this is all we do. Sit around and wait for trucks to come in.
This is our life.
Yeah. So,
hashtag so much fun.
Yeah, we're enjoying it actually. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell if you want notification. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.